Howdy folks, welcome back to Shallow Pockets Acres. We've given this stand a couple weeks. It's settled down in the ground on some of these corners here, like that one. And the way it looks, if we leave them for two front posts, we have to clean out underneath them and leave them right about where they are. And I've got a block underneath that leg already. And if I leave them pretty much the front one to depth they are, and I'll have to dig down on this back one here. It looks like it'll be pretty well level looking at the platform, which I don't know how good I can actually see, but it looks fairly level right there. So that's where I'm going to start at, with just cleaning enough out of them front two to get the pavers underneath them, and then this corner I'll have to dig out to get my paver down underneath where it's at, and that's the reason why I want to set on the pavers, so they don't keep on sinking into the ground like that. So I'll get some of these dug out, and then we'll get back with you. We may show some of the digging, I may not, because the video will probably be long enough without me showing the digging. Okay, I got two of them put underneath, and they're not angled the same as the foot on the bottom, but I really ain't worried about that, because I'm going to end up putting concrete around the base of them there. I can just shove some concrete under to help level them out a little more. Looking at that back one back there, the paver's running downhill there. I don't know whether it makes sense to throw some dirt under the back of that, or whether just to leave it the way it is and just try to shove some concrete underneath the post itself. And I think I'll just probably end up shoving concrete under the post itself. And this one over here has got so much brush around it, and I didn't bring my loppers up. I meant to bring them up. I need to cut some stuff out from around it before I go ahead and get that paver in there underneath it. So that one will probably either wait till tomorrow, if I come up tomorrow, or another day. The rest of these now, I want to get some stakes drove in around them and work on getting them secured a little better. And I know these don't look very heavy or anything, but if I try anything bigger than these, I know I'm not going to get them pounded in very far at all. And if I can get these smaller posts pounded into a root or pounded in underneath some rocks, it'll give me that much more square feet of hold down on these, and I don't think it'll go anywhere then. Yeah, ideally, if you're doing this out in the field where you got fairly good soil, I'd be using like 5-foot T-posts and pounding down in here, but back in here in all these rocks, there's no way I'd get 5-foot T-posts down in the ground, so I don't know how I'm going to angle. Probably angle this other one back this way, and hopefully I can get them pounded in the whole 4 foot. I think they're 4 foot. But I think that one's reached all the further it's going to go. So I'll end up tying these off with lashing wire, and hopefully my concrete, I ideally want these tied in with my concrete too, but I don't know if I'll have a pile of concrete here that high or not. Nope. And these are just a couple of pieces of lashing wire that I had on another project that I took off and just laid around. And I will end up putting more lashing wire around there, getting it a little tighter. I just wanting to show the gist of what I'm doing here, tightening them up. And hopefully, on some of these other ones, I get them stakes pounded down in there a little farther where all that gets covered up in my concrete pile whenever I put my concrete around them too. But even like that, that should help prevent that from being picked up. I do need the wire a little tighter, but we'll get that done here later on whenever I bring the roll back, the lashing wire. I just wanted to share tonight. I might even end up cutting that off and just starting it over, but we'll get it wrapped around the post good, because I know I don't have it wrapped around the post enough right now, and we'll get them where they don't move. And those stakes themselves, if I can get them pounded in as decent as I did them two, I would say should hold it down. And then whenever I do get to the store, we're gonna get a 12-foot piece of dog chain and go to the center of the platform up there down to the ground. And even if I just screw in one of them screw-in anchors for a dog run, it should help keep it from getting blown over once the canvas gets put on the top. And coming out from back here today, I happened to take notice of these pieces of rebar laying here, and I think I'm gonna attach those stakes unpounded in a different way, and we'll show you that on the video here whenever I come up tomorrow. I think it'll be tomorrow I come up, because I want to have this Sakrete put around these things and have that stuff done either tomorrow or Saturday. I want to have that done by this weekend, so I can get the rest of the top on it and get done with that tree stand.